Alright then. Well, I just did not record an entire episode's worth of content. So that's unfortunate. So hello and welcome to World of Warcraft Classic. I was actually just signing off on the last episode when I looked over and went, it's not recording. So luckily I didn't do too much. We did the warrior quest line is really all we did. So he told me to go find his badge, which was down by the Defias over there, and he'd give me a weapon. So yeah, I got a weapon. Great, you found it. Here, let me. Here we go. Do you have my badge? I don't want to think of the mischief Dead Tooth Jack could cause with it. Great, you found it. I feared it was gone forever, used by the Defias to impersonate a Stormwind official. Well, that won't happen now, thanks to you. Here are some weapons I used when I was a marshal. I kept them in great shape. Take your pick. Haggard sword. And report to Grindstone mantle. Okay. So, let me tell you what I said earlier, which is I got the Silver Defias belt from before. I sent over the Veteran Shield from another one of my characters. So I have that now. And I just got Haggard Sword. I also have this Northern Short Sword of Stamina. It is better than Haggard's Sword. So, you know, I might go ahead and get that. So, but yeah, so let me try and think of everything I've said so far. Because I've said a lot, because again, that was a full episode's worth of content. I'm trying to think of what all I've said now. I mean, one thing I know is that I kept commenting that I've never done the Warrior quest line on retail. I'm sorry you didn't get to see that. I hit the record button and I just noticed as I went to sign off that it didn't even start the recording. So sorry about that. But yeah, there was a thing where I beat up a guy and then I had to come all the way out here. So we did talk to Marshal Dugan, turn in that quest. He gave us a thing for all the way out here, and then we ended up coming out here, so I turned that in. It gave me these patched pants. So, you know, really the only thing that was good for. Ooh, Princess Must Die. Let's come down here. So I was mentioning, I have been playing BFA quite a bit lately, and I forgot how fast combat is in the normal, you know, retail World of Warcraft, BFA. I mostly thought about that when I started realizing how slow combat was here. But also there was the fact that I got onto BFA and started playing, and I had gotten used to Classic here, and I kind of went, wow, in BFA you just kind of fight and push buttons and do all the things, like, just that fast. You also level much faster and things like that. It's like right now I'm sitting here just standing here waiting for a respawn, and that's like not something you would have that problem with BFA. So it's slightly a pain, to be honest.
I'm out of range.
It's them right here. Let me go ahead and hit up a couple of these Defias. Maybe we can complete this quest for the Defias armbands. Also, I was not lagging until I started recording. What the heck? Like I said, I was like recording earlier, and now, or I wasn't recording earlier, I should say. But now I am, and now I'm having lag for some reason. And I guess I'm in combat. with something. I'm not sure what. Okay, there we go. Because I couldn't charge. So here's a problem that BFA fixes. So they just killed Princess and her entourages, right? So I now have to sit here and wait for a respawn. Because in BFA, enemies can be multi-tagged. I could come in and I could start attacking these guys and I'd get the experience. I would get, you know, the drops, all that kind of stuff. Instead, I don't get any of that. And so I just get to stand here and wait for these guys to freaking respawn for the third time. Meanwhile, look at all these Defias bandits all over the place that I can't attack because, you know, they're already in combat with somebody. Which, of course, means that they're tagged to somebody else because they're already in combat with somebody. So I can't even loot them to try and get linen bandages, you know. So... go ahead and send out a general chat message. Hey, that was... nope, it was not this person. I figured it was this person, but nope, it was not. They group up for Princess. Fight Steel Toe. Let me... okay, we're just kind of... here we go. Now we're just waiting... oh yeah, he's right there. Lol. Whoops, wrong ability. Well, it didn't matter. Does that even deal damage? 5 damage. A whopping 5 damage. Such good. Alright. We can drop out of that. I don't know, do we want to sit here and fight these Defias to try and get their linen bandanas? Like everybody's over here fighting these guys. They're always all over here fighting these guys. It's kind of a pain. There's some things that Classic gets right. And there's just some things that I go, man, I wish that this feature from Retail was in here. Because this is ridiculous, you know. Wow. I killed him like real fast. Oh, maybe this gnome was helping. PRFS Sprout. 4 cloth equals 1 bolt of silk cloth. Yep. Then it goes up to 5 with Mage Weave. Or, yeah, with Mage Weave. And then it stays at 5 after that. Rune cloth and everything else after that has 5. I don't know, I don't really feel like sitting here and waiting on these guys. I feel like I've gotten spoiled now. Because I don't want to sit around and wait. I really don't. I want to play the game. Why is it so hard to play the game? I've mentioned this before, maybe not on recording, but I've mentioned it before, to like friends and things. I hate the whole mobile the mobile game formula. That's not the right word, but the idea of you pick up the game, you play for X amount of time, and then you stop playing. And then you come back to it like an hour later when your health or whatever has recharged. I don't like that. It's like, I want to play your game. Why can I not play the game? You know? It's like, me and a few of my friends were getting into Fate Grand Order. And I was enjoying it. Until I got into the first Singularity. And when I got into the first Singularity, I started realizing that I could play the game for usually 2 battles, and then that was it. I couldn't play the game anymore. And the problem was, the biggest issue with that was that each, like, chapter, basically, if you will, has like 4 or 5 battles that you have to do. And so it's like, okay, I do 2 fights, and then I have to completely stop playing for like 4 or 5 hours just to come back and do 2 more fights. And I'm like, I want to play your game. You know? Why can't I just play your game? You know? And I don't understand why that's a thing. Like, who came up with that stupid idea? And I know that it started, like Facebook, when Facebook started, like, adding games. Like, that was just how the Facebook games were. And then from there, that's when mobile gaming kind of came into the picture. And so they followed that Facebook game style. But it's so ridiculously stupid. Like, fine. I don't get it at all. I guess it's the idea of microtransactions, you know, it's, if you want to play our game, because the game is free, you know, if you want to play our game, you have to pay money to play the game, basically. And it's like, it's a thing that Facebook did when they started making games. And I absolutely hated that it was a thing that they did. Ignoring my lack of any care at all for Facebook to begin with, because I don't like Facebook at all. Like, my disdain for Facebook only grows when I think about the fact that, like, they didn't have very many good games to even begin with when they started. They were very, very simple, kind of stupid games. But then those made you pay for them. But because Facebook did it and that was somehow popular, that paved the way for microtransactions in more games. And it turned into what mobile games are nowadays. And it's like, it's so stupid. There's so many ways that you can monetize your game. I'm running low on linen gear, Sprocket. Do you have any for me? Ah, these are nice bandanas. If a little rough. Here you are.
Go with honor.
Yay, level 11. Like, it's such a bad way of making a game, and it's so stupid, and I hate it so much. But it's how almost every mobile game out there does it. You know, they have some kind of life points, some kind of health bar, some kind of stamina, you know, something along those lines, something that limits you. So that if you want to play the game, you have to go out and buy gems or orbs or whatever the, you know, in-game like special currency is, you know. And it's like, okay, but why can't I just play your game, you know? I want to sit down and I want to play your game. I don't want to sit down and play your game for 5 minutes and then stop. That's not going to convince me to monetize. It's not going to convince me to pay you unless I get a significant amount of gameplay per payment, you know? And even then that's questionable, you know? But when I get to play for 10-15 minutes at most, for, you know, that you're lucky for most of these games if you get even that. You know, if I get to play 10-15 minutes and then I have to pay $20 for another 15 minutes, that doesn't make me want to go out and pay. That makes me want to just stop playing. And it aggravates me to no end. I hate microtransactions 100%. And the worst part of it is this time gating formula, this time gating idea has now been taken from mobile games and put into games that I'm already paying $60 for straight up just to buy the game. And then some games, say World of Warcraft for example, which is the main one I'm going to refer to here, you know, in order to build your reputation, in order to level in certain areas or whatever, you're time gated. And so I'm paying $60 for the game. I'm then paying $15 a month to play your game. Why do you not let me play your game? You know? It's like, why? Why can I not play your game? There's a dwarven weaponsmith in Stormwind, Grimond Elmore, who sent word that he needs help with the delivery. I believe he wants a package sent to his homeland in the north. You have a sturdy pair on you, so if you're interested in some legwork, then speak with Grimond. We could use you down here, but we must also keep our ties strong with the dwarves. You can find Grimond Elmore at the weapon shop in the Dwarven district of Stormwind, in the northeastern section of town. Alright, so the reason that we're going up is that, honestly, Westfall sucks. Loch Madan is much better. I've played through the majority of it, and it felt better. You know, it felt more complete, I guess. I haven't even done these. Westbrook Garrison needs help. Wanted Hogger. Oh my god, I haven't even done Hogger yet? What the heck am I doing? Haven't even done Hogger yet. What the frick am I doing with my life? Okay, well, we're doing that. Sunders the target armor, reducing it by 90% under armor causes a high amount of threat. Can be applied up to 5 times. That seems pretty good. Taunt, which requires defensive stance, which is fine. I probably want to get that on my bar anyway. Because taunting. is probably a thing I want to add. Taunting. So this is /yell, taunting, /cast, taunt. Save. There you go. And this... Right, that just requires defensive stance. Bing. Right! I forgot. That's a whole different action bar. /macro. Taunt. Charge cannot be used because that's battle stance only. So I can put that there. Heroic strike. Ren. Thunderclap requires battle stance? What? How do I AoE tank then without Thunderclap? I'm so confused. Wow, I don't think I like the way that looks. I don't have charge, and I don't have Thunderclap. How do I AoE tank? Thunderclap is how you AoE tank. How do I AoE tank? I don't know. Because defensive stance is how you tank. If you're not defensive stance, like, you don't generate enough threat if you're not in defense stance. Because defense stance increases the threat you generate. The heck? Where's my phone? Oh, it's probably still in the bag. I have no idea how to tank anymore. So yeah. Classic for ya. How do I AoE tank as a...
Hello.
Did you see her yet? Did you get her? Thank goodness, that pig was getting so big she'd have eaten our whole crop. Thank you, Gear Sprocket. Brass-studded bracers. I'll go ahead and grab up those. I do need to stop and sell. I think I can over here. Yeah. Homer Stonefield here is a fruit seller. So I can sell some things. Actually, I need that linen cloth. I don't need any of this stuff. It's debatable if I will ever get a leather worker or a there's no clean up bags button. It's debatable whether I will ever get a blacksmith or a leather worker, so I think I'll just sell these for now. So, okay. Speaking of engineering, can I do anything here? Just dynamite. Which I think actually may have been what I was thinking of with the linen cloth anyway. So I might not actually need that linen cloth, to be honest. But I do need to make an arc light spanner. Oh, I'm not even searching for materials. So we are going to go to Dunmoreau and Loch Madan, and we should see more ore there, hopefully. Since it's up in the mountains. Hopefully there will be ore there. So, waiting for group Hogger. By the time I find a group, I'll get over there and have collected the quests and stuff like that, so... Assuming that anybody's even out there wanting to do the quests. Hogger? No, Hogger, anyone? Wanted, Hogger. A huge gnoll, Hogger, is prowling the woods in southwestern Elwyn. He has overpowered all attempts at his capture. Stormwind Army has placed a generous bounty on the gnoll. To earn the reward, bounty hunters should bring proof of Hogger's demise to Marshal Dugan in Goldshire. Go ahead and invite Picaro over here. Level 13, not bad. Probably want one more then.
Light be with you.
Whoops. Can't believe the officials in Stormwind sending the bulk of our army abroad, while our home front is under so much pressure, with thieves coming from Westfall and gnolls encroaching from the east, from the east and west. It's a wonder Stormwind itself isn't besieged. Marshal Dugan sent you, eh? Well, you're not from the army, but if Dugan sent you, then that's good enough for me. Situation is, to say the least, a stressed one. I hope you can give us a hand. Gnolls, British creatures with no decent business in these lands, have been seen along the borders of Elwyn Forest. A large pack of them, many more than we can handle alone, have infested the woods south of the guard tower yonder. Another group has infested the areas near Stonecairn Lake to the east. Stormwind Army will commend whoever helps kill them. Bring me their painted gnoll armbands as proof of your deed. Oh look, I can get a shield that's not anywhere near as good as my current one.
Be careful.
Okay, yeah. A Hogger. Oh, there's also, right. And one up for a Hogger. I'm gonna look in LFG as well. Hey! There's a gnome! Hello, gnome. Not even apes could kill Hogger. I mean, yeah, that does kind of make sense. I do believe apes would have trouble killing a Hogger, yes. I'm sure there's a joke there that I don't understand, since apes is capitalized, but I don't understand it, so. Wow, SM Armory. Have we really gotten that far? That's insane. Oh my god, it's just everybody... How are there this many people still here doing these quest lines? This gets ridiculous. Like, you would think by now most of the people would have, like, moved on with life. Can sunder armor and that'll help me deal more damage, so... Okay, this is a problem over there. That'll work.
More rage.
Do that crowd. Get that crowd. Dang, that crowd. What the heck? I should just let you kill everything. My god. What the heck with that damage though? Oh my god, that damage though. But you know what? This is a good spot to end off this episode. So I hope you've enjoyed. If you have, feel free to subscribe. Check the video description down below for a link to the playlist so that you can get caught up on any episodes you might have missed. And I'll see you all next time. See you later.